Overcoming your fear of success. Stick around to the end. I'll have some proven methods to deal with it. Like sports stars, the world of sales and marketing needs players to be mentally tough. There are hundreds of thousands of sports people that have thrashed players that are 10 times more skillful or ranked 100 times higher than them, and vice versa, ones that have tanked when they're doing really well against these higher ranked players. The game of business is not just based on selling the best product, although it should be good. And it's not just based on having the best technical knowledge either. The game is mastered by learning how to deal with people. If I was wrong on this, every product would be simply sold via landing pages, websites and emails, etc., with no human interaction. A head of a major financial services company was asked if he had the best product. He answered, "No, and I don't want it. Companies with the best products go bankrupt. If we had the best widget, we would incur costs that would increase our overhead so much that we'd lose money." He went on to say, "But we do have the best people, and that is why we make money." Most companies spend 90% training time and resources on technical product knowledge, and the other 10% on utilising that product knowledge. Speak with top earners in the sales game, and a majority will attribute most of their success to the strong, trusting relationships they build with people. Today I want to touch on dealing with the fear of success. Let me ask you, have you ever met someone that had that star aura or that potential to make tomorrow's headlines? However, they never truly reached their potential? There's a good chance that these people are suffering from the fear of success. The fear of success prevents us from achieving or accomplishing our maximum potential. It limits our foresight and it keeps us from reaching our production capabilities. People that suffer this ever-present thing feel that they shouldn't be achieving the success that they are having. They think they are getting too much success too quickly. A warning sign for these crew is normally the ever-quoted statement, "Beware of what you wish for because you might just get it." Fear of success sufferers tend to think things like there's no such thing as a free lunch, and this good fortune just isn't going to last. Achieving a high level of success in a short time makes people feel uncomfortable. Experts often say that a fear of success is due to low self-esteem or a problem with confidence. However, it's more deeply rooted than that. Fear of success comes from a preconception of how difficult things are. And when we don't experience the problems we anticipated along the way, we then can sabotage our own journey. At first, we're quite stoked with kicking some goals and getting positive outcomes. It brings a feeling of accomplishment. However, sufferers of a fear of success then start to feel anxious. Feeling unprepared to deal with the sudden onset of success, we literally have too much success too quick. What are the classic signs of a fear of success? Your business is not growing nearly as quick as when you first started. You're failing to follow up on leads and referrals that you receive. You find that once you achieve a long-awaited goal, it's not quite as satisfying as you thought it would be. You feel you have reached a plateau and you become complacent. Let me ask you these questions also. Can you accomplish something only if there is a deadline? Can you accept praise openly and directly, or do you downgrade compliments? Do you have an overall feeling that things could be better for you? If you answered yes to any of these, you could be experiencing a fear of success. And success is not just financial as well. I wanted to touch on that. So, success can be, it can be just happiness in life, basically. It can be doing the things that you truly want to be doing. And it doesn't have to be a financial success. So, this is really important. People think of success as it just being financial. And if you think of some people that self-sabotage, they've always wanted that management job, yet they come up with 100 different reasons for not taking that management position. And it can come from deep-rooted beliefs when we were young as well. If you think of the Beverly Hillbillies, the family that moved from Tennessee to the Beverly Hills, and Granny actually gets the mansion and she has it set up like it's got the stills and stuff, the whiskey stills and everything, and the slums that they had back in Tennessee, because she's just not comfortable with the lifestyle that they're living in Beverly Hills. Another thing I want to touch on is around self-sabotage. Is when you think of people that have in their prime, Elvis, Janis Joplin, Kurt Cobain, and they take their own life. Is this from perhaps self-sabotage of the largest kind because they're achieving so much success and they're not comfortable with it? Just a bit of a talking point there. We can also receive conflicting information as we're growing up. Things like money is the root of all evil, yet parents saying to us, do your best, to succeed, and that sort of thing as well. So, it's often a deep-rooted thing from childhood. The other one I wanted to touch on is women doing really well, being successful. Often women may be in a bit of a conflict of not wanting to make more than their husband. Maybe not so much in this day and age, but especially, say, 20, 30 years ago. I'd love to know people's thoughts on that. Not being a woman myself, I just wonder whether anyone out there has felt anything around that, and if they have made more money than their husband, how that has affected the relationship, and has the husband been supportive and things like that. So how do we overcome the fear of success? Because the fear of success is primarily about feelings of guilt, we must convince ourselves that we deserve success. We often give conflicting messages in our own heads over what we should become and how we should act, hindering what wonderful achievements can be experienced. First, list 10 reasons you deserve to make 3 times what you're currently making, to own the car you've always wanted, or to buy the house of your dreams in your ideal location. Do it now. Second, think of 3 things you may be doing to avoid achievement. Perhaps procrastination, poor planning, refusing to do what you know actually works. And the third one, write down an accomplishment at the end of each day. Talk to yourself about these things, get in your own head, reward yourself, and reward yourself often as well. I just did another video about that. Even if it's having a sip of your favourite drink, or hitting a bucket of balls, golf balls was one of the other examples I used, or having a cigar and a scotch at night, or perhaps watching some of your favourite TV program. Rewarding yourself for doing something is really important. If you've got any thoughts on this, I'd love to know them. If you've got any feedback that would help others, if you've enjoyed this, feel free to share it, and appreciate you jumping on today. Ryan Billy Tate signing out.